Um, I thought a lot about this. And I know that this is going to hit home for a lot of people. But welcome to the ultimate double standard. I'm titling it 666. Now, what the fuck does these 3 6s stand for? I'm going to tell you. Stands for 6 figures, 6-pack abs, 6 figures in the bank account. Now I can only imagine, see, that's the standard for a lot of women, right? Oh, you want them to be physically attractive. You want them to have all this cash. You want them to be real tall, right? That's what you want, right? So it's okay for you to have that standard, right? So what about my standard? You know, what about my standard? Is it okay for me to have standards too? Can I have standards? Because every single time a guy says that they're not going to date this because they don't like that, it's a problem, right? So, you know, this is what you want. You know, me, personally, I like an all-natural body. I like them short. I like an all-natural body. You know, that's me personally. You know, I don't like anything superficial. So, plastic surgery, all that nonsense. If that's something that we talked about within our relationship, I might be willing to be open to it, but not somebody that I just met. Because I'm not gonna lie, I have my own stereotype about that. I'm not perfect. Obviously, I'm not fucking perfect. I'm fat. Look at me. You think I'm not in a position that I'm not judging anybody? Got my own fucking little quirks too. I don't think I know everything. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I have my own standards, which is okay. You have your standards, okay? Ladies, you have your standards, and it's fine. Have your standards. But I'm gonna have my standards too. You know? What you find attractive is different than what I find attractive. If you could talk about your attractors and say, get it how you get it, sis, then I'm gonna tell my boys, yo, go after what you want, my guy. Do what you gotta do. Nobody is any less shallow than the next person. Because if you don't find something attractive, you're not gonna go for it, right? Why is it that there was a meme that was on Facebook that went around? It said, would you rather have Kylie Jenner or would you rather have Rihanna? Right? And I said, and I personally said, yo, Riri? Yo, Riri, my wife. Like, what you mean? Right? Like, and it's just all natural, all beautiful, all around, right? You know what's crazy to me? What's just absolutely crazy to me is this one woman on Facebook got mad and said, why are we comparing one woman to another? And I said, and this is word for word what I said, don't you compare one man to another? Don't you got your own attractors? Don't you have something that you like? It's not necessarily pitting one person against another. It's what we personally find more attractive. But you think we're just trying to have women battle each other. A lot of men don't give a you guys are battling amongst yourselves. We don't give a flying fuck. Our standards are out there plain as day. We look at it as we walk by, like, damn, she looking right. Because we find that physically attractive. But just because you eye candy don't mean you soul candy. Don't mean you heart candy. You can be eye candy. And you can still be rotten to the core. I'll still get sick. Fuck is you talking about? Like, what? We do have standards. But because of the slander on social media, we keep quiet about it. It's like, Jesus, yo, what the fuck is going on in this world to where it's okay for one person to do something, but it's not okay for one person to the next person? Why do we just get to pick and choose what's okay for one person and not okay for another? What the fuck type of nonsense is this? Like, what type of sort of fucking society do we live in? Like, god damn, people. Like, all this dumb shit, right? So, one of the things that kills me the most is it seems like, from what I've seen, again, I'm not saying that I know everything, but from what I've seen, what it seems like is when a woman finds the guy physically attractive, you're not immediately thinking about what he brings to the table because you don't care. But it seems like those standards of provisions you save for a guy that you don't find as attractive, but he's still shooting his shot. So now you're wondering what he brings to the table. But if you know the man is packing and he's physically attractive, are you really honestly at the end of the day gonna be thinking at first what his personality is like? In current society, absolutely not. You're gonna be thinking, shit, I felt that shit in my stomach. I'm liking this. That's what you ladies is thinking. Personality don't fucking matter if your stomach hurting. You don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck about the man's you don't give a fuck about the man's personality if he dicking you down. The fuck type of shit is this? But if the man is just slightly above average, he not making you hurt, but he making you feel good, you still gonna be thinking, oh, this a broke nigga, da 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 da. What? You didn't care about being broke when your whole innards are hurting. Now you care about the man being broke because he's not packing as much. But I guess men are just shallow, right? Am I missing something here? I guess only men are shallow. Okay. Right. Great. I feel like in this world, just being a heterosexual male is just wrong. In America, just being a heterosexual male is wrong. I'm not going to mention color at all. I'm just going to say just being a heterosexual male in America is just wrong. It's just wrong in itself. I take a breath, I'm wrong. If I look at something, they're like, why are you looking at it for? What? I'm looking. You can look. You can look. Why can't I look? Like, it's just like Jesus Christ. Like, it's just, everything we do to some extent is wrong, but when somebody else does it, it's perfectly okay. I swear to God, it seems like it's only heterosexual men. Like, it's not anybody else, because to some extent, something that we're doing is wrong. And I'm just like, how? How? Explain it to me. Like, I understand there are obviously wrong things. There's obviously shit that we do that's wrong. But it's like, if we're doing something, we have no intentions of anything. We're just doing something. Like, we're looking. We're like, shit. Like, I like what I saw, but you're keeping it pushing. Why is it always got to be something? Why is it always got to? Why do we got to be pigs? Because we looked at what we liked, what we saw. Like, we can't even voice our own attractions anymore. We can't voice it. Yeah, I go throughout all fucking Crossgates Mall, and all I ever hear is like, man, I know that man got a big dick, da 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 da. Like, I know I could fuck with him. Yeah, all this, that, and the third, huh? Shit, you know what I mean? Like, we're in it. You can get it how you get it, sis. Yeah, all right. But if a man says that, but I witnessed this shit. I witnessed, and nobody says a fucking word. Nobody bats an eye. The same exact place in the mall, I witnessed a group of guys doing the same shit that said, yo, that girl got some big ass titties, she got a fat ass. I overheard these group of females saying, oh, these men are pigs, all they thinking about is sex, da 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 da, this, that, and the third. But you the same group of women that was just talking about how big the dick the other guy had, but that was okay, right? That was perfectly okay. But that group of men are pigs for doing the same shit that you was doing, so what the fuck are you? Oh, nope, don't want to say that. Nope, I'm attacking women. Get the fuck out of here. It's the ultimate double standard. Men cannot voice their attractions. We can't. Because somehow when we voice our attractions, we're body shaming. We're not fucking body shaming. We have things that's attractive. If there's a girl that wants tall, dark, handsome, skinny, and in shape, and big dick and whatnot, then somebody like me who's fucking average, chubby, light skinned isn't gonna have a fucking chance, am I? Right? Right? So what the fuck? It's okay for men to voice their attractors. It's okay for women to voice their attractors. It's okay for any person to voice their attractors. What attracts you is going to be different than the next person, and it's okay to talk about that. What's not okay is to shame somebody. And there is a legitimate way to shame somebody when you can say, oh, I hate fat bitches. Yeah, that's body shaming, because you say you hate fat bitches, right? But if you say that's not my type, that's not body shaming. You just don't, that's just not something you find attractive. There's a difference. Learn the fucking difference between not finding something attractive and body shaming. There's a big fucking difference. And nobody wants to fucking see it. You just want to immediately say, just like with every other fucking thing, is that people are speaking from a place of hatred. Only in America. Oh